Hi, welcome to Gary's Grow Your Own Food. Today we're going to start off with planting the potatoes. What I've done so far, I've made a bed for the potatoes in, and then I took this hoe, went down the middle so I can plant them. I wanted to get them up out of the moisture a little bit because we've been getting a lot of rain. There's still plenty of moisture. I got plenty of moisture, so that's not going to be a problem. One thing I did when we bought the potatoes, I bought two bags of potatoes, 50 pounds a piece, because they were like $32 a bag, and that's cheaper than what you can buy in the store. So one of them we just bought just to eat, because you can eat these potatoes, or the RC potatoes. And one bag was in the kitchen, you know. That would be the bag that would put out the most eyes. The other one I put in the garage, up on a shelf, and the garage stays dark. Well, these were the ones that were in the kitchen, and I was thinking, well, that's about right. You know, eyes are starting to form, but they're not really big. Everything's going good. I never went back and checked the eyes that was in the garage. I thought they'd be later. Well, this happened. Apparently, when you put them in the garage, they do worse as far as growing eyes too fast. This is not what you want. These things are very tender. They can break off really easy. If they break off, you don't have so many eyes per potato. What I was hoping was they get something look like this. So this is one that was inside. It's been, I think this is a regular potato, but you know, that's the kind of eyes you want, nice and stubby. So anyway, what I'm going to be doing is planting some potatoes for a while, and I may go back and kind of thin out or whatever. Really, this is about the size potato that you want, about the size of a golf ball. That way you don't have to cut it. You just put it in the ground, put the eyes up if it's handy, and you're done. This one's a little big, about a foot apart. That's where you want to plant them. And it's not crucial. You know, if you plant one, you think, well, the eyes were down or up, they'll still make it. Just you get about 2 days faster emergence if you plant the eyes up. So, but anyway, these are stores, the ones I bought at the feed store, and that's about as easy as it is. You just put these potatoes in the ground. We'll come back and cover them up. Now, when you got a potato this size, it'd be really easy to cut it, and that way you get more eyes on it, and that way it would go further. That's why I'm going to try to plant all the smaller ones. And if I run out of small ones, I may cut these up and plant them a couple of days later or a day later to let them kind of seal over, because they'll rot where you cut them. But for now, we're going to go ahead and plant the rest of these, and we'll come back and kind of show you what it looks like. Thank you. Okay, we've set the potatoes in the ground, and now you're just going to cover them up. Make sure you don't hit the potato, because you don't want to knock the eyes off of it, especially on the taller ones. That's all there is to it. I'm not going to water them because it's got plenty of moisture in it. Probably got a little closer than I meant to get them when I started measuring. Do one side, then I go do the other one. And then going down the row and do it. And we get these planted. We're also going to kind of show a little bit more of what we're doing up around the garden. Swing around. And there's all my fruit trees are starting to bloom out. So. But anyway, we get these planted, and then I'm going to do another talk with the tomatoes in a little bit, maybe tomorrow. Thank you. Okay, we're back. It's been a couple of days. Had problems with the camera, so I couldn't get it completed. I'm going to go ahead and finish talking about the potatoes. We got them planted in the row, so I'm going to have 2 rows here. I didn't quite have enough rows, enough room to put in 3 rows like I was expecting. You really need about 3 foot between them. And of course about 18 inches on either side, because if you don't, you're not going to have enough dirt to be able to pull up and heal them up during the whenever they're growing. You want to put some dirt to them to make sure the potatoes stay covered, don't turn green, because as we found out later, that's just a horrible thing if you turn green, and it's toxic. And I know we never paid any attention to it when I was growing up, but apparently it's an important thing now. But go up over here, and the last thing I want to talk about is the onions. And the onions are doing good. There's a little weedy. I'm going to go out here and do some weeding. I will show one thing you don't want to do. Right here, I actually have planted 2 by mistake, and you know, it's not going to make it's not going to be any bigger, and they're going to have that weak spot in the middle between them. But anyway, I just noticed that. But they are starting to take off a little bit, and I'm going to do on the next video, I'm going to talk about the tomatoes and how they're coming along. Anyway, thank you.